A memorial service for the 3 police constables whose bodies were retrieved from the Hennops River in Centurion last Thursday is set to take place today at Bobbies Park in Bloemfontein. Police Commissioner Fannie Masemola as well as Free State Premier Maqueen Letsoha-Mathae expected to be among those in attendance at that service. Our senior reporter Chriselda Lewis is already there and joins us now live. And Chriselda, in fact, the Premier herself is likely to give the keynote address later today.
Well, Ayanda, I must apologize. I'm really struggling to hear you. As you can see behind me, preparations are underway for that memorial service that is expected to begin at midday today for the 3 constables, indeed, whose bodies were found in the Hennops River after going missing in April. The search then began in the earlier crossing that I spoke to you about. We did outline how investigations continued to the point to which the bodies had been retrieved, and then at a later stage the vehicle in which the 3 police officers were travelling in. Police at this particular point still indicating, of course, that they're investigating a case of culpable homicide, but of course the families are still wanting answers as that memorial takes place today, as their colleagues and friends and family members will be paying tribute. The families indicated to us this morning in the numerous crossings that myself and my colleague Kamogelo Siekwe have been conducting with the families ahead of this memorial service, indicating that they still want answers to what really happened to their children. You mentioned a number of dignitaries, Ayanda, who will be in attendance here this morning, and indeed you also did mention the Free State Premier Maqueen Letsoha-Mathae, who is joining me now, and we'll speak to her. Premier, thank you very much indeed for making time to speak to us here on SABC News. I'm sure it has been such a devastating time and quite daunting for the families. We know that the Free State provincial government has also been in the forefront of trying in the first instance to find where the police officers were, but unfortunately it turned out to be incredibly sad news.
Indeed, it was sad news, and indeed, Chriselda, this past 2 weeks has been very, very heavy and difficult for us as Free State government and the family as well. As you all know that everybody was just, we all have wishes. We hoped that we'll find them alive, but we received this sad news, and it's really devastating for the entire country as well, as these were servants of the nation, not only the Free Staters.
And Premier, the support that has been given to the families, we also did see when the families went to go and fetch the remains of their loved ones, there was a deployment of a team from the Free State to assist with the families to ensure that they travel well to Bloemfontein. Today this memorial service will take place. Are you able to walk us through perhaps what the order of proceedings is likely to look like?
Yes, indeed, we had to assist really as provincial government. We got a fleet management where we have our transport. Remember, what families indicated to us was that they got different beliefs, and there are some rituals that they need to perform there. And even in terms of sharing the transport, it was going to be very difficult for a family to travel in one transport. So we had to intervene as provincial government and make sure that we give them transport differently so that they are able to perform their rituals and perform their beliefs in such a way that they get satisfied. As we all know that this was so painful to find your loved ones lying there dead when you've hoped for a call to say mom or dad or to the family, we arrived safe. And even the manner in which they died, the time that we spent looking for them as well was really traumatizing to a family. So we had to do everything that was in our power to make sure that we ease the pain that the families were going through.
And Premier, I know there's still many questions that are lingering at the moment. The families are wanting answers. We understand that the postmortems have not yet been concluded. I'm not sure what the status is that. Where is that investigation at this stage? Have you been briefed as the provincial government?
We haven't yet been briefed, as we know that the only time we met with the families, the last time we met with them, it was on Sunday when I was welcoming or receiving the bodies at the mortuary there. But I doubt whether but is that the post-mortem has been done, but I haven't yet received a report on that, because I don't think we can bury people without a post-mortem. So it's just that I haven't asked for that kind of report, but from police side, they should be having that information.
Premier of the Free State, thank you very much, ma'am. We do appreciate your time speaking to us here on SABC News ahead of the memorial service. Thank you.
We really appreciate the role that you are playing, because that's the only way as well of communicating with our people. And when you do these interviews, that's the only way of at least making sure that people understand what we are going through and what actually transpired. As we all know, that social media is messing us out there, saying things that are not real. So we really appreciate your role as well as media to communicate and pass the message through to the nation.
Thank you very much indeed, Premier. And we've seen those social media posts. Thank you. Indeed, the Premier of the Free State is speaking to us there ahead of the memorial service, which is expected to start at 12 o'clock today at midday. We're expecting the families to start making their way to this venue at Bobbies Park, Ayanda, where the process, of course, to mourn their children, their colleagues, their friends is going to take place here. We know that the policing union pop crew is also part of the dignitaries who will be paying tribute here today, obviously because these were young constables, that just started or graduated from the police college, and their lives really cut short. And the tributes, of course, that we're expecting to hear today will tell us more about the life and times of these young people.